Hi everyone, Dennis Foley from Acoustic Fields. Today we're going to talk about the peak family. We all know about room frequency response, and what is it? Well, it's, that standard boom, 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 and then all of this stuff. Low frequency peaks, middle frequency dips, everything related one big family, right? So we always talk about a peak, 40 hertz peak, 50 hertz peak, but it's really not up there all by itself. And that's what you got to get a handle on. It's not alone at one frequency. Obviously we have fundamentals and harmonics at play, but a 40 hertz peak has a 32 and a 50 hertz friend. And you can see that these peaks are +7, +14 dB. I was looking back through thousands of room forms that we did, and those were some averages that we came up with. So if we have a 14 dB peak, what are the neighbors, or our friends next to it, the octave bands next to it? What are they going through? Watch this little clip here. This should help. You get an idea how things move. You see the peak, but look at everything around it moving too. And that's what you have to realize when you're dealing with low frequency energy. That's why it's so hard to get right in a room. It's impossible without the right treatment. And it's impossible without building insulation. It's impossible using building insulation because it can't give you that attack and decay that you're going to need. It's going to still sound like mush. And that's what you don't want. Mud and soup, we call it. So you must manage it with what we call TAP. Type, amount, and position. This is a big error most people come up with. One, they can't identify the problem. And if they do identify the problem, they use the wrong type of treatment. So they're really kind of shooting themselves in the foot all the time. So we got 3 sound fields in a room. We know that. Floor, ceiling, sidewall, front to rear. All with different frequency and amplitude issues. So we're going to use different types of treatment, right? Of TAP, of the type, amount, and position, the one that's really most critical is the amount. You got to get enough coverage. We call it critical mass. You got to get enough surface area coverage on every surface with the right type, with the right rate and level of absorption, performance. Okay. Positioning is critical also. Building insulation can't give you that. It can't deal with, it might do a little bit for the 40. It's not going to do anything for the 32 and the 50 in this illustration. So that's what you have to be careful of. It's a peak family. It's not everything in acoustics. The longer I study and work in rooms, the more I realize that everything is so interrelated. And I think that's what makes it so complicated. Because people like a film, a film is just a series of frames, right? And then you put motion to them. So people see, maybe one frame, but they don't see the whole series as it relates to room acoustics. They see one thing, and then they work on that one thing, but they don't realize that this thing was influenced by the thing before it, by that thing was influenced by the thing before that, and then the resulting interplay after that is a whole series of influences. So when I hear people comment about certain things, noise and treatment, constant confusion. Noise transmissions, vibrational acoustics. Treatment, completely different. So it's confusing, I get it, but you got to start thinking in terms of horsepower. You got big problems in your small rooms, so you need a lot of horsepower. Here's a good rule of thumb. If you can pick the product up, put it over your shoulder and carry it, it's not a bass trap. All right? The peak family. I hope this helps. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video, and if you liked it, please give us a thumbs up. We also have a newsletter that you can subscribe to, so please do that because we offer special price discounts to only those on our newsletter. And then don't forget about our forum. We have started a forum on our own website where people ask questions, and I usually get a chance every couple of days to look at it. There's an interchange between people on the forum, and we'll give you real answers on a regular basis, so that'll help you. Thank you.